Happy Friday, happy pre-Independence Day weekend. Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So today we are going to be working with my client who, you guys know her already, but you know, this is my girl, but she is natural salt and pepper. She also has fine textured hair. She does have what I consider to be some form of CCCA right here in the front of her hairline. But the good thing is we have been seeing some growth in the hairline, and it's definitely doing its thing. Now, one thing that I like to point out with CCCA is that it doesn't mean that you're going to not have hair through the entirety of the section. It just means that there is scarring in some areas, and then there may still be live follicles in other areas. So in her case, while she does have some scarring, she still has live follicles that are growing out, which is a great thing. Will it fill in 100%? Probably not, but some follicle is better than no follicle. So we're just gonna say yay and keep on moving, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and start her wash day process. We're actually gonna be using our new and improved Mended collection, which is the Mended Smooth and Seal system. She likes to wear her hair curly, but we live in Florida where if you know anything about our weather here, the humidity is just absurd. It's disrespectful. It has no care. And right now it's already about, I'd say at least 95 degrees outside. And it's only 10:42 in the morning. So that don't tell you something, nothing will. So we're going to go ahead and start the wash day process. Now, I want you guys to comment down below and tell me when you start your wash day process, after we are finished saturating the hair thoroughly, what is the first shampoo that I always recommend? What is the first shampoo that I always recommend after you saturate the hair thoroughly? I'm not going to say it out loud. I just want to see who is going to get the right answer. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hey, Packalicious. Let's see who gets the right answer. Let's see who's the first person. And while you guys are typing your answers, there you go. Pat got it. Clarifying shampoo. Absolutely. So clarifying shampoo is a vital step in the wash day process, okay? I tell people that before you start using your luxury high-end shampoos, your Elite Hair Care shampoos, your conditioners, your treatments, you always want to make sure that you cleanse the hair and the scalp first, and you remove any excess dirt, debris, and objects, and of course products from the hair. This is also the time when you want to make sure that you remove any scalp congestion, that kind of thing, because when it's time for you to do your treatment shampoos, like your hair repairs and your Mendits and all of that, you want them to be able to really get absorbed and not do just the action of cleansing the hair. Now, shampoo is made to cleanse, but there is shampoos that are also made to put nutrients into the hair, give the hair more benefit, that kind of stuff. So why would you like to use that in the process rather than just starting with a clean canvas so that you can really more take benefit from the nutrients more than anything else with your treatment shampoos? Okay? So always, 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 I recommend starting with the Elite Clarify and Refresh. Make sure you cleanse the hair, cleanse the scalp first, so that when we go now into our treatment shampoo, we are ready to go. Okay, so this is the new and improved Mended Smooth and Seal collection. This is also our new look of a lot of our Elite Hair Care products coming soon. So those of you who ordered during the sneak peek, this is what you will be receiving. If you haven't already, those orders have already started shipping. So this is exactly what it looks like. Isn't it pretty? I love it. I love the new look of the products. You know, we're always evolving. We're always trying to elevate the brand. So that is the new look of the Elite Hair Care brand. And this is the shampoo that we are starting with. So all of our shampoos are sulfate free. Very, very important, especially when we are talking about textured hair, ethnic hair. Okay, sulfates are not our friend because they actually work to dehydrate the hair rather than giving the hair really good benefit. Okay, so none of our Elite Hair Care shampoos, conditioners, leave-ins, none of our products have sulfates in them, and we're talking about bad sulfates, the dehydrating sulfates. All of ours are sulfate free. Now this collection is really geared towards humidity control, frizz control, helps with the split ends, which is why we call it Mend It. It also helps to give that hair more of a sleekness. leaving the hair a lot softer. Like, there's so many different benefits to the Mended collection. And it is not a smoothing system. This is not going to change the curl pattern of the hair. This is really going to help to give the hair a softer feel, a smoother look, help with the humidity protection, help with the frizz, but you still can keep your curl pattern. That's the best part to it. Thank you. So while you guys are watching, I need everybody to stop what you're doing and do me a quick favor. Number one, double tap the screen to give us some thumbs up. I need some thumbs up, okay? That's how YouTube knows how good my channel is, how much they see people interacting on my channel. So go ahead and double tap that screen or hit that thumbs up button for me, please, and thank you. It's free. It don't cost you anything. Okay, now we're gonna do one more of the Mended Smooth and Seal shampoo. And I also have a hair steamer going because the hair steamer is also helping to open the cuticle so that her hair is really absorbing a lot of the nutrients, a lot of the moisture, the humidity control technology, the frizz control technology. It's allowing the hair to really absorb that while I am shampooing her. Thank you to everyone who double tapped that screen. And if everyone could also do me the favor of hitting that arrow button and sharing the live. Share the live with your family, your friends. Let them know that Crystal is on. Come check her out. This girl is crazy. This girl is good. This girl don't know how to do hair. Whichever one you want to put, I don't care. Just share the live for me. Okay, past 20 months. Come on now. Did everybody double tap that screen and thumbs up the live? I don't think so. We're at 39 right now. We need to be at least half of what we have. I need at least 50 thumbs up on the live. And then while you guys are double tapping that screen and sharing the live, I just wanted everyone to know that our Independence Weekend Sale has begun. All of our Elite Hair Care products and Miss Crystal Williams products are 40% off any purchase $50 or more. So once your cart reaches $50 before your shipping and sales tax, it will automatically mark your order down to 40% off, okay? So $50 or more, you get 40% off. All right, so now we are done with our shampoo process. Where am I located? I'm in Orlando, Florida. So we're gonna move into the Mended Smooth and Seal hair mask. Okay, a little goes a very long way. And then when you put your Mended Smooth and Seal mask on the hair, you want to start at the ends and then work your way into the root. This is also something that I tell people whenever you are doing your conditioners. Conditioners are more meant for the hair, not the scalp. So you want to start putting your conditioner at the ends and then working your way up, moving it into the mid shaft and the roots. This is why a lot of you are using excess product. You guys you have way too much product usage, and you're wondering why you're buying a shampoo and a conditioner every 5 minutes. While that's great for me as a retailer, I'm an honest person, and I know that you don't need a ton of product, especially Elite Hair Care product. You do not need a ton of product for the product to work, okay? That's one thing I like to point out. You don't need a ton of product for the product to actually work. And then what I'm doing right now is I'm just going through and just kind of detangling her hair. The steamer is already running, okay? So we're just gonna allow the steamer to really penetrate. When you do steam treatments help to open the cuticle. It also helps to add that natural luster back into the hair. It helps your conditioners and your hair masks and your treatments to really penetrate the hair shaft without you sitting there trying to do it all on your own, okay? So I love to do steam treatments on my clients' hair, even especially with the Mended collection, because that for sure is going to be a great benefit to your ends and the mid shaft of your hair. And we're now working on our hair steamer, which is more of a portable steamer. one that's not so big, one that you can actually put right up under your sink. We used to have the handheld steamer. Now we're working on the more tabletop steamer, the one that you can just literally plug it anywhere. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping my water. So this is a cold water rinse. Okay, this is a cold water rinse whenever you're doing your rinse. Now my client, she is fine textured, so she does not need to condition for too long. If you are anything other than fine textured, you can actually do your treatment for about 10 to 15 minutes with a hair steamer or a hooded dryer and a processing cap. Ready? And remember, I've been running my steamer since my shampoo process. So her cuticle is wide open already, okay? So I'll turn the steamer off when it's time for me to rinse the conditioner, because now I want to close the cuticle and I want to lock in all that I've done to her hair throughout the entirety of the wash day process. That's another reason why you want to use cold water when you're rinsing the conditioner. It's important. Where can I buy a steamer? Well, our steamer is not available just yet. We're working on it right now. But if you Google, you know, hair steamers, you can find them everywhere. So someone asked a good question. They said, why cold water? Because cold water closes the cuticle. Cold water locks in the natural luster in the hair. Cold water helps to keep the hair from retangling. That is the purpose of the cold water, because you want to close the cuticle. All right, so once we are done with our conditioner, hey, we're gonna go ahead and towel dry her hair. Sit on it for me, mama. Go all the way up. How you feeling? You feeling okay? You can sit in my chair. We can get you prepped for the dryer. So we're gonna go ahead and get her prepped for the dryer. Okay, so when we're talking about going under the dryer or even using a blow dryer or planning on using a flat iron or curling iron, you always want to make sure that you, number one, towel dry the hair, and number two, you protect the hair. Okay, this is going to help with the continued conditioning action. This is also going to help with your heat protection, humidity control, all of that good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to be using our Mended Smooth and Seal leave-in conditioner. We're gonna just hold it out from the head. If you guys notice, I'm not right here. I'm about 8 inches away from the head. And then I literally just mist it onto the hair and rub it in, okay? You should not see leave-in conditioner dripping off the head if you are doing it the right way, okay? You never hold a product that close to the head. It's gonna be way too concentrated and your hair is going to be very, very hard, okay? Now, after we do our leave-in conditioner, we're going to now put on our Shield Heat and Humidity Protectant Spray, which is also our heat protectant. Okay, this is going to help with heat protection and humidity control. I had a client with gray hair receive a relaxer after 4 years of being natural. Her hair had yellow in it. I used purple shampoo and it didn't work good. Any suggestions? If the purple shampoo didn't work, then you would need to use like a hair color toner. So a hair color toner would be like a professional Pravana. Pravana has one where they call them express toners. They're 5-minute toners. You can do up to 5 minutes. I would use that. Sometimes you need something a little stronger. And that one is like it's a demi-permanent color, but it helps to tone out that brassiness Also, the quality of your purple toning shampoo really matters. And sometimes when you do the purple toning shampoo, you need to leave it on for about 2 to 3 minutes, rinse and repeat. So that happens sometimes, you know, especially with gray hair, when you're doing some type of like chemical service, that kind of thing. It can change the color, make it very brassy. You can also use a blue color correction shampoo. If the hair is more orangey, I'd use the blue. If the hair is more yellowy, I'd use the violet. And then if it's just not working at all with the shampoo, then you can use like not perfect blonde, an express toner that you can get from the professional stores. So what I'm doing now is I'm just rope twisting her so that she can go and slightly air dry. I don't like to blow dry the hair when it's sopping wet. I don't feel like that is good for the hair. If you guys have any hair care questions, go ahead and type them in the chat. I'll be sitting for just a few minutes so I can answer any questions that you guys might have. Let me point you in the right direction of what products to use. If I can answer your hair care questions, I definitely will. And then, let me show you guys our new and improved hair repair and growth balm. The new look is so pretty. So this is the new hair repair and growth balm. That's what it looks like. The cap is actually black on the balm, and this is the new label. And then we made it slightly softer because we were getting some reports that it was a little too hard for you to get it out. So now it's a lot softer. Y'all see it? So yeah, that's the new look of the hair repair and growth balm. You're welcome. But like I said, if you guys have any hair care questions, you're welcome to ask them while I'm sitting. I'm going to respond to my sister-in-law is retarded. Virgo said, did I miss something? What's going on with the order I placed 6/22? Haven't received any correspondence that my order has shipped. Virgo, no, you haven't missed anything. The orders have actually already started going out. So depending on where you are in the line of the orders, that's how they're being shipped out. So we've already started out the first couple hundred. So those went out as of up to yesterday. I'm not sure if your order has gone out or not. What I would do is, because a lot of our emails go to your spam or they go to your promotions tab if you have Gmail, I would type in Elite Hair Care USA just to confirm that you haven't already received the tracking number and it just didn't show up in your regular inbox. Not to say that it's not still in queue, but I would still check, because that does happen a lot. Even my own emails go to my promotions tab on one of my emails, and it's mine. I own the company. Is that a Jerry curl in client's hair? No, that's her actual curl pattern. Thank you, Star. Good morning, Star. I was wondering if you were going to be here today. No, we don't process orders or anything on Fridays anymore. We had to cut down on a lot of our labor. So Fridays we're actually closed. Thank you, TA. Hold on, I'm like, oh, here we go. Okay. No, that's not it either. Thank you. It's actually a top and pants. It's a two-piece. Do I do jerry curls? No, I don't. Will the hair repair work for alopecia? It's definitely, that's the line that we actually built for people who are dealing with alopecia. So I'm about to drop on YouTube. I already dropped the commercial that we just started airing on Monday. And my Instagram and other social media platforms have not seen this commercial yet. So I'm about to upload it now. Hold on, y'all. I'm typing a message. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I'm trying to find a form for my friend here. Okay, I think I found one. OMG, I can't wait to see our first commercial. It's actually already on my YouTube channel, you guys. It's already there. It is already there. How long will the 40% last? Until Sunday. Until Sunday. Acuity. Let me make this appointment for this client. I'm supposed to do that too. Thank you, Pack. Miss P. Miss P. You ready? right. We're doing the curls, right, Miss B? Are you combing them out?
Let's comb it out today. I'm gonna be fancy today.
Oh, you want to be fancy today? Okay.
Fancy today.
Y'all hear her? She gonna be fancy today. She said she wants to be fancy. Okay.
Yeah.
If I can plug this in, I can't see nothing. Okay. Okay. There we go. Thing was acting a fool. All right, pros. So we're gonna go ahead and get her blown out. So she is about, I'd say about 60 to 70% dry, which is exactly what we want. And then we'll use the blow dryer to blow her or dry her the remainder of the way. Now, not everyone does it this way. I choose to do it this way because I feel that it's way healthier for the hair. So instead of me going through and putting your hair through a lot of trauma and potentially messing up the curl pattern in the hair, I like to do it this way where the hair is partially dry and then I will blow it out the rest of the way. So I'm just using my round brush to kind of straighten out the shorter areas that's growing out. These areas were so short before. I couldn't even get them with a roller brush, much less. So I like to just use my round brush just to kind of stretch it out so that I don't have to attack the root too much with the flat iron, and I can just kind of work my way through. Now, of course, this is not to straighten the area out. It's really just to stretch those roots out so that I don't have to use the iron to do that. All right, so we're gonna add one pump, just one, of our new Mended Frizz Control Serum. Okay, so that much. You don't need a whole lot, just that much. This is gonna help to, one, add some more shine to the hair. It's also a form of heat protectant, and it also helps with any frizzing, that kind of thing. So this just gives the hair a really nice luster when we are using our iron. It's not heavy, it's not oily, it's not gonna leave the hair feeling that way. It's a great way just to add that natural sheen, that shine to the hair, and also help with any type of frizzing and flyaways. All right, mama, chin down for me. So she's gonna comb it out today. So we're going to basically be doing just some curls and then comb it down. Real simple. It's up to 196 on the live, and we have 91 thumbs up. Exactly. I need everybody to double tap that screen, please. You know, I only ask you guys to do little things when you come on the live, and this is a great way to support the channel. All you have to do is double tap the middle of the screen, and then also hit that subscribe button so you guys know when we are on live, and you can always get hair care videos, how-tos. Like, I do so much on this channel. I give away so much good information on this channel for the free 99 at that. Let me put y'all over here so y'all can kind of work where I am. So this is also what we call a textured press, okay? So we're not gonna straighten her first and then go back and curl her. We are curling and applying a little bit of heat to silk the hair out, all in the same step. So y'all see how nice and shiny this is, how bouncy it is? That's what you want. Crystal, you having a sale on the hair balm is out of stock. The hair balm is out of stock already? There's no way. We have more than enough hair balm. Let me just go check here. Hair balm. The hair balm is in stock. Hair balm is definitely in stock. Oh, Miss P, I need you to. Are you sensitive to smells?
If it's really, really strong.
Okay, I want you to smell one of our. Let me put y'all on. So Le Pure is coming back, but I want Miss P to smell one of the fragrances and tell me what you think.
Okay.
So those of you that don't know, we had a partnership with a company called Le Pure, which was an exclusive partnership for fragrances that are designer inspired.
Oh.
But of course, not the designer inspired press. So I'm gonna have Miss P smell one of them right now. Let's see. Did I remember to bring it in my purse? I hope so. Knowing me, I probably didn't.
Uh-oh.
It's probably in my car. No, I didn't. But I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it. What does it smell like to you?
It smells fresh. It smells. It doesn't smell citrusy because I don't
No,
like
it's not citrus. I don't like citrus anything.
I don't like citrus now. Give me one more whiff.
Okay, hold on. She said she need one more whiff, y'all.
One
Hold
more
on.
whiff. It almost smells like baby powder.
Good. She said it smells like baby powder.
I was like it's baby powder. No.
Yes. Yes.
It's
So,
like, oh, it's so nice.
this particular scent I actually made. This is not. I guess I'm a designer, so this particular scent is designer inspired, but it's not inspired. This is an original scent. So
I was going to say
I
that first, but I was like,
created.
wait a minute, is that baby powder?
So this will be one of our staple scents. This scent is not designer inspired. So there will be some that are designer inspired, and then there will be some that are not designer inspired. These will be actually custom created scents. So this one I put,
that's nice.
It's a hint of baby powder. It's a hint of baby powder. It is a super fragrance. So they call it a super fragrance because it's usually 2 times stronger than your traditional fragrances that you get in the store.
Interesting.
Yes. So this one has a baby powder scent. Hey girl, hey.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
You feeling better?
I am.
Ooh, you look like you're feeling better. It may smell different because Crystal's body chemistry. Yes, everybody, and that's another thing. That's why perfume, like fragrances, you can't sue someone for a scent. So that's why they are able to do designer inspired. The reason why they have to put designer inspired is because the name of the fragrance is trademarked. But a fragrance cannot be trademarked or copyrighted. Because everybody's fragrance or everybody's scent profile and nose is going to interpret it different. So there's no distinguishing mark. You never know without somebody telling you the name. So, yeah, that's where we at. So I've been working on it quietly, silently. Would it be cool if you could be a WNBA? It would be cool if you be a WNBA partner. Sure would.
Ooh.
It sure would be cool. It would be amazing. Amazing is the word. Absolutely.
That's really nice though.
Thank you. It's not too strong.
Not at all.
I wanted this one to be nice and soft and,
Mm-hmm.
real feminizing. Like,
There you go.
So yeah, you guys just got a quick hint of something else that's happening in the background. Ooh, sorry, Mama.
That's all right.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
These nails are sharp too. Still trying to get used to this shape. Why am I curving the parts? Because you don't want it to be uniform in part. You want everybody, it's kind of like a brick lay. You know, you want it to look very normal, very natural, and that's how you get rid of part lines. You don't want part lines. This is not a roller set under the dryer. We don't want that. We want it to just be nice and flowy. Kimmy, don't do that. Oh gosh.
That's a great fragrance for when you're traveling.
You don't want to be. You still want to smell like you, you know, but you don't want to be too overpowering, especially when you're on a flight.
Exactly.
You really know how to do hair, because I do my baby doll hair. It's okay. Okay. I'd love to see by a show of emojis. When I give you guys different techniques and different pro tips, put some fire emojis if you guys actually have been implementing a lot of the techniques that you guys watch from my lives. Like when you guys see me doing something on the live, do you guys actually attempt to implement those different techniques that you see? Just buy some fire emojis. Just put those in there. That's all. I'd love to know who's actually implementing them. Never too old to learn. Absolutely. You are never too old to learn, honey. And you're never too good to learn either. Some people think that, oh, I've mastered my craft, I don't need to learn anything else. If you think that way, you are so mistaken, and you are going to be stuck in your own way, and I give you a couple months. So what are we doing today? Okay, you doing the darker color? Okay. You're the most educated hair professional I've ever witnessed. Oh, thank you. That's a super compliment. Thank you. I'm gonna spray her with a little bit of hairspray because it's humid outside.
Awesome. Ooh. Wow. Too bad I don't have no place to go. But I'm gonna be fancy anyway.
Yes, ma'am. It's so pretty.
Oh my goodness. Awesome.
Ooh. They say your hair looks so soft and cute.
It's the extra hair you find.
The extra hair I find. She said the extra hair that I find is what does it.
It's always the extra hair.
Siobhan, come on, Mama. It ain't cold. Don't even try that. Not even as covered as I normally do. Girl. I'm not doing that with you today. She act like it's a blizzard in here.
Uh-oh. It's getting better.
I don't know why my phone has signed me out of almost every app in my phone. So my nails lady yesterday told me why I was always having a hard time tapping the cards. I'm supposed to put it on the back of the phone.
Oh.
It's on the back of the phone, not the front of the phone. I just learned that yesterday. So every time I would start at the front, she's like, it doesn't work in the front. It works on the back. If it works in the front, that means that it figured it kind of caught it real quick.
Oh, okay.
Good morning. All right, Ms. P.
Awesome. And we'll see you next Saturday.
Yes, ma'am.
And then the following Saturday. And the following Friday.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, next Saturday? Oh, the event.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I said, hold on.
I'm like, wait a minute, you just
Wait a second. Not next Saturday.
And then I moved, I made an appointment for the following Friday, the 17th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Ms. P. I
Thank
will
you so
see you
very much.
at the launch
will.
party. But I gotta send it to you too. We're going into a beauty supply.
Yes.
Right here,
Everybody,
well, in
be
Orlando.
safe this weekend, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You too.
All righty. Thank you.
So the in-store launch party is next Saturday. So if you are free, it's at the beauty supply where we'll be right in the heart of Pine Hills where I grew up. It's a brand new beauty supply that they put in there. So I'll text you the details. All right, you guys. So we are going to be doing a protein treatment and a semi-permanent color on my client. So for those of you who are always asking what process or how do you do this process if you want to do your color and you want to still do a protein treatment because maybe you're shedding, maybe you're breaking. She just had a relaxer a few weeks ago, so it is time for her protein treatment. So I'll show you guys exactly how to do this step by step so that you can execute this yourself if you ever need to. Tilt back for me, Mama.
Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, just keep your head straight.
So right now what I'm doing is just lifting the buildup off her scalp because I know that I'm going to be doing her wash. And if you don't lift the buildup off, it's going to end up getting pasty. It's going to end up being trapped on the scalp. And this is why a lot of you say, oh, you know, I got a lot of dandruff. It's not coming off. And then you're thinking that the shampoos and the treatments is supposed to remove the dandruff and congestion that's already there. When that is really not how it works. It's supposed to get to the scalp to help with the condition itself. But you have to lift up whatever buildup is already there. Now see how I'm just lifting it up? And I'm just going part by part. And then I just want to make sure under her occipital bone. Usually the occipital bone, it likes to hide in that little crevice under there. So I always like to look in that area. You want to do dark brown or black? Dark brown? Okay. Go ahead and go to the shampoo bowl. Okay, so for us to do the protein treatment, we're gonna start with cleansing the hair, cleansing the scalp, and then we'll go into our treatment shampoo, and then we'll do the next step. Okay? So you guys saw me lift the buildup off her hair or off her scalp. We're not done with that process because I do, you can come back, mama. I do normally do a pre-treatment using the Soothe and Balance pre-poo and pre-treatment. Looks just like this. Okay, so I usually will go through and do a Soothe and Balance pre-poo and pre-treatment. Her scalp, while it's flaky, I didn't need to put it on beforehand. Now you can put it on while you're parting through the hair and lifting the buildup. I'm just putting it on at this stage because while yes, it wasn't the greatest of condition, it really looked more like dry scalp today than anything else. Usually she's very, very flaky. The flakes can be somewhat thick, but in her case, it really wasn't that bad. It looks bad, but as a professional, it doesn't look that bad. Okay, this is her favorite part, by the way, y'all. So I just kind of move the Soothe and Balance through the scalp. If you notice, I don't need it on the hair. I need it at the scalp level. So I'm just moving it through the scalp itself. Now, if you have really bad congestion, you can leave it on for a few minutes. Okay. Like her hairline is where I saw really the most. And then of course in the crown area. So I'm really moving it around, making sure that I really attack those areas first. And then you will go and rinse this off and start your wash day. So I'm gonna use, of course, warm water because we are still doing a shampoo process. Like this is a part of the shampoo process. This is a pre-poo and pre-treatment. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to just kind of get the hair wet, slightly saturated, and then I will actually start the process like it's a shampoo with the rest of the Soothe and Balance that I just put on. So it's not just okay, put it on and rinse it off. You can actually lather the head with it, start the cleansing process because it is going to help with the cleansing process, and do this as a first shampoo, and then go into your clarify. Okay, now we're going to rinse it. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do our clarify. If you guys recall, if you've been watching since this morning when we first started the live, I always clarify my clients unless something else is needed, but we're gonna still clarify her because the Soothe and Balance is a pre-treatment, okay? It's a pre-poo and pre-treatment. You guys see how nice and clean the scalp is? This is another reason why I say you do the lift up before you start, and then you go into your soothe and balance, so that it can help to calm down the inflammation at the scalp area, help with a lot of that buildup. And then you go in with your clarify to get the flakes out of the hair. Now that we've lifted them off the scalp, this is how you do a thorough wash day, especially if you have dandruff, dermatitis, psoriasis, like any type of like congestion or flaking on the scalp. This is how you do this. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and do her treatment shampoo, which for her treatment shampoo, where is it? I'm gonna use the hair repair shampoo, but I think I need a new towel. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna do the hair repair Revive Pro 2.0. So this particular shampoo is great for people who are dealing with like alopecia, thinning, shedding, balding. It is infused with Vatana oil, onion oil, garlic oil, zinc. Very, very, very wholesome collection. But this is what we call the hair repair collection. Okay, so remember I said we're going to be doing hair color, and she also needs to do a protein treatment. This is where we are going to do hair protein. So you always want to do your protein and your hair treatments before you do your color, okay? So you'll never do them the opposite way where you do your color first unless you're doing a permanent color. Sit up for me. Permanent color, you will usually put the permanent color on the hair while the hair is dry. Whereas that is not the case. We're doing a semi-permanent color. So you're going to do your protein treatment first. But before we do that, we want to make sure that we towel dry the hair. Towel drying the hair is very, very, very important when we talk about the conditioning process. And then with the protein treatment, you always want to make sure that you put it on the ends first, okay? Protein goes on the ends first. Okay, and then you work your way up. So I'll put it sometimes on the hair directly, or I'll put it in my hands like this. Okay, and then I just usually hold it right over the head, and then I just rub it through the hair, and then work my way to the scalp. Okay, but it needs to actually go on the free hair, the hanging hair. Okay, it goes on the hair shaft, not the scalp. It'll make its way there, but this is really where it's needed, on the actual cuticle. And if you notice, you don't see a bunch of product dripping off of her head or anything like that. Now for like this little middle area, I'll usually just kind of apply it in there myself and then just run my hands through. And then she will go under the dryer with her hair just like this. So you don't detangle or anything. We're not at that step yet. She's gonna go under the dryer for 15 minutes with her hair just like that. Go ahead, my mom, come. Okay, so when you do your protein treatment and you're going to do a hair color, a semi-permanent color the same day, that is exactly how you do it. You do your shampoos, you get that out the way. You then do, your treatment shampoo, get that out the way. Towel dry the hair and then put your protein treatment on. Once your protein treatment is finished, we'll move to the next step. What is the name of the protein treatment? So our protein treatment is Repair RX. Repair RX. I'll show you on the site where exactly it is. It's a black bottle. So if you go to elitehaircareusa.com, which our site looks just like that, okay? And there's a little search button right here. A lot of people don't know that. That search button right there. If you click on that search button and just type in a piece of the word. So I'm gonna type in RX. You type in RX and you'll see all of the products come up with that name, okay? I'll click on Repair RX Protein and there it is. You can click on any one of those and it will bring up the Repair RX. I always love a good scalp stimulation. Me too, because I'm always itchy. How often do you use it? As needed. I always say as needed because protein treatments don't have a certain time frame except for relaxed hair. The reason why I say that is because it's like a Band-Aid on a boo-boo. You don't wake up this Thursday and say, I think I want to wear a Band-Aid next Tuesday. No. But if you know that you have something like a relaxer, you know that at least 2 to 3 weeks after your relaxer, you will do a protein treatment. If you're natural, you will use the protein treatment when you notice excessive shedding, when the hair feels weak, when the hair, you notice you have some breakage. That's when you use a protein treatment. It's better to have it than not have it. What if you don't have a dryer? Can you still do a protein treatment? I don't recommend doing it without the dryer because you really do need the cuticle to open. That's a part of the treatment. But hair dryers are sold everywhere. You can even get a soft bonnet dryer. You can use the attachment to your blow dryer and put the blow dryer on low. Like there's so many ways that you could still do the process with a dryer and not have to have, one of the big dryers. Good morning, Crystal. What about the purple shampoo? I haven't seen it. We don't offer it any longer. It just was not a big seller or a large enough seller for us to continue to put our resources into it. Not to say that it won't ever happen, but right now it's just not. It just didn't make any sense based on what we had to produce. We could put that production into things that are really, really high grossing. I wish I had a date before and after picture because I had a bald spot from hypothyroidism and I had my thyroid removed. Okay. I consistently use your products. Yay! Hey. Okay. Okay, well I have a job. I'm at work. I'm gonna steal IQ. Look at this. Listen, you talking about this girl with this eco style gel and this stuff in it. I have seen this and I just think that it is just I don't know. Everybody advertise the way they do, but baby, I will never. I will not. Definitely. I'm on live. I'm not even gonna cuss. The hair mask, because there's nothing else that can use. I'll bring you a new jar. Listen, that is sick. I don't even, do people even buy that stuff from her? Like, do they really buy this stuff? Okay, because there's no way. That is so disgusting. Hot brush, no. Is it a bottle or a jar? I have so many bottles. Push top. A lot of them do. So that's on like a lot of them have that cap. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll do it. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you're talking me into doing this. Every time when I saw her video, I was so disgusted. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's definitely gonna happen. Exactly. From those seafood spicy bowls that are not preserved. Got it. But I'll call you when I get off work. Oh, I'll call you when I get off work. Okay. She's talking me into doing foolishness. I got the biotin collection and the moisture collection. I'm salt and pepper with thin hair. Which one is better for me in this unforgivable heat in Ohio? I mean, the biotin collection is definitely going to be best right now unless you feel dehydrated in the hair. But if you're trying to like do humidity control, frizz control, that's actually our mended smooth and seal collection. But if you want to use what you have, you can definitely utilize the biotin collection for strengthening and have a little bit of moisture, or you can put the two together and do a cocktail. I have each collection and use them as Crystal stated as what my hair needs, and I use the products consistently. See, come on, Mrs. M. Come on through, girl.
Dry breaking hair? Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I wish I had known I would purchase more at the time I purchased it because I have a lot of gray hair, and every time I dye my hair, it starts to break. Oh, wow. Are you using permanent color to dye your hair? What do you think about steam brush that string hair? I've never heard of that. How much is it for a first time brushing relaxer? Anne Marie, if you go to elitehaircaresalon.com, that's where you can see any pricing, etc. What is the name? Oh, Michelle. Okay, thank you. At my age, 7 years young, I love new ideas on helping my hair continue to grow and to help my daughter as well. I watch your reel and post at night a lot. Thank you, Deidre. When I do my protein treatment, can I use the hair repair and bio as a cocktail for the shampoo? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Dry breaking hair? Yeah. They said this couldn't be fixed. Real moisture, real growth, real strength in one hair care system. A system designed to hydrate dry hair, strengthen weak strands, and support real, healthy hair growth from the root to the tip. Elite hair care, not luck, precision. Elite hair care products may cause softness, shine, and look a lot of confidence. Results may vary, but don't be surprised if your hair starts acting right.
I don't have any thoughts on the steam brush, so I've never heard of it. Never heard of it, honey. You.
I'm gonna show you how to get these Anna's sheet, like under $60 for $1. You're gonna open up Canva. You're gonna open up the banner of 72 inches by 24. Then upload your picture like you say you do with the screen. Once you stretch your picture out to 72 height and 48 width. As you can see, you get a skinny photo on the right. Next thing you know, you want to duplicate that photo and slide it down to the second banner. So you can have two banners you see on the screen, and that's how you get it. It's that easy.
How much?
I swear.
Oh yeah, I've never actually used that before. pros. So we're gonna go ahead and rinse her out. We are not going to condition her yet, meaning we're not going to rehydrate her yet. We're going to rinse the protein treatment, and then we will put her color on, and after the color is when we will do her conditioning to rehydrate the hair. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse her with warm water for the protein treatment. Even though it is a conditioning treatment, you do not rinse protein with cold water, you rinse it with warm water. Girl, give me a second. Look, she over here, it's not warm. Okay, come on. Look, you see she about to have a whole connection. You also want to make sure you rinse your protein treatment really, really well. Very, very important. So we're going to towel dry her again because now we're going to be doing her color. Sit up for a moment. And then you can sit in my chair. Turn. There you go. Crystal, were you born in Jamaica? I was born in Chicago. All right, so towel drying is the same reason here. You don't want your color running all over the place, okay? That is not what we want, all right? So then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna part her hair right down the middle here. This is a semi-permanent color, you guys, so it is not really, there's not really a technique per se. I just like to make sure that I get the grays first. Usually the hairline is where you see it. Look. Y'all hear her? Come on. Shh, don't say that. Don't say that. Be quiet. She said, shut up. There's no gray. What are you talking about? I'm getting her silver streaks that she actually wanted in the front first, and then we'll work our way through everywhere else. And the reason why I do it this way is because I want the silver streaks to, I had to think of a word, child, before she shut me up again. I want those to definitely get time to process and really absorb that color, okay? And another reason why I always recommend using a bowl and brush when you do your color, especially if you're trying to do gray coverage. For those of you that have way more than what she has, you want to make sure that you do small partings and you get all of it. When you use the bottle, the tip of the bottles from the semi-permanent colors really don't part the hair very well, and you're not really being, you don't really have a lot of precision when you do it that way. So that's another reason why, you know, bowl and brush is always a great way to do it. So you guys notice I'm doing the roots first, and then I'll go to the ends, because your roots is really where you need the coverage the most. Okay, and you see how much neater the application is when you use a bowling brush? I want you guys to tell me in the comments, if you use a bowling brush, put a 1 in the chat. When you're doing your touch-up color, like your semi-permanent, do you use a bowling brush? Put a 1 in the chat if you do. Let's see. And while you guys are doing that, just a reminder, our Independence Weekend sale has started. All of our Elite Hair Care products and Miss Crystal Williams products are 40% off any purchase $50 or more, okay? So 40% off any purchase $50 or more. How can I thicken sparse edges? That would be our edge recovery system. So we have a recovery system called the Edge Recovery System. It's a 3-piece system. It comes with the Edge Restoration Cream as well as the serum, which is the Biotin Boost Serum. You get both, and the Edge Brush. That system is geared towards the hairline repair. So not just the front, but the entire hairline. Okay, so now that I've gotten it to the roots, what I like to do is just take my hands and I will massage the color in just to make sure that I'm getting everywhere on the head. I know I use the brush, but this is just added insurance, okay? You want to make sure that you have good coverage, good saturation, and then the remainder of the color I will apply to the ends and everywhere else, okay? So I like to put it in my hands. I'm one of those people, I like to feel the hair, and then I will literally act like I'm putting the hair in a ponytail to get it to the ends. That's how I start with my colors. That's me. And this is just a dark brown that we're doing. All right, so whatever's left in the bowl, I'll just kind of go over the hairline just to make sure that I didn't leave anything out. Everybody is saturated really well. Okay, and then she'll process with this color for 20 minutes. And just keep in mind, if the hair is not touching color, it is not coloring. Okay, semi-permanent color does not expand. So you have to make sure that the hair is actually touching the color and is saturated with color. Okay, very, very, very important. All right, so she's gonna hang out over at the dryer for just 20 minutes. No heat required for this process. And just rinse this off. Feel okay? Okay. Hey Siri, set timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes starting now.
I wish I colored my hair, but now I'm all natural for the last 15 years. Okay. When will the steamers be available? Michelle, soon. Okay. But I have some things that I'm working on, and I need to finish this part. Oh, we got that part, got that part. Oh my gosh, okay. Anyway, okay, let me get this thing going. Let's get this show on the road. So I've been making my own banners for the pop-up. Well, it's not really pop-up, for the in-launch, the in-store launch. And I done become a decorator, child. That's all I can say. I become a decorator. And Walgreens had like these 60% off coupons, and now they're gone. So I did the first one yesterday. I done got it down packed now. Now I'm like, okay, you only had to show me once. Are you bringing out a hair steamer? I am. It is a portable steamer. Let's see, maybe CVS got a better price. They sure do. They definitely do. CVS is 60% off. But I don't think that their banner is the removable banner. I don't think they have that. Or adhesive banner. Has anybody ever done that where you made your own banner? Oh, they call it a repositionable poster. Hair steamer is exactly what it says. It steams the hair, and a dryer does exactly what it does. It dries the hair. A steamer will never dry the hair. I wonder if Walgreens this coupon matches. Walgreens match. I guess none of you have ever done your own banners. Nobody wanted to answer. Okay. Will Walgreens match CVS coupons? No. No. Latoya said, what? Find a man with blue eyes? I have a man with brown eyes. I don't need a man with blue eyes. He is the best too. Appreciate it though. I have very thick, fine hair that is naturally curly. What can I do to combat the dryness? I get itchy scalp from most products. So Rarity, or is it Rarity? Yeah, Rarity, if you get itchy scalp from most products, you probably need to see a dermatologist to do an allergy check. Because if your scalp is itchy after just using a product, that's probably some type of allergen that you have, some type of allergy or symptom to it. If you have thick, fine, okay, hold on. You can't have thick and fine hair at the same time. Which one do you have? Latoya, well, I'm so glad that you think so. You find you a blue-eyed man and you stick with him. Stick beside him. Enjoy. The next membership available on what, YouTube? Diane, Dion, girl, you see me sitting here like, bruh. Don't know. Some things you just be like. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Odd. That's what I call that. Odd. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I get itchy from most greases, oils, edge controls, but yes, I have very thick hair, but I've been told my hair is fine in texture. But there's no such thing as both. So if you have,
It took me like 50 years. I'm actually responsible.
really, if it's either medium, fine, or coarse. That's it. If you find textured, then you don't have there's no thickness to fine textured hair. So I am so confused of which direction to send you because there's no such thing as thick, fine textured hair. That means you're not fine textured. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to give you because it's either you one or the other. I would love to see your hair to understand. Is it a good idea to add a heavy castor oil to fine high porosity hair? No. You can do a hot oil treatment that way, but I wouldn't add any. That's way too heavy. The highest membership I think is $12.99 or $9.99. I can't remember which one. Got 6 minutes, okay? Where can I go to get it? I forgot. Michelle, if you click on our name, it'll take you to the actual channel. And that's where you can add it there. Been told my whole life that my hair is coarse by my mom. Then a stylist said it's fine. I would love for you to see my hair and tell me which it is. Rarity, you can actually book a consultation and I can direct you from there. If you go to elitehaircaresalon.com, that's where I can help you. I ordered the hair oil with him before, but I haven't received it. Thank you for the information. I sent an email. So Renee, when you place the order for the hair balm, on the actual name of the hair balm, it said ship ETA is $625. So nothing actually shipped until after the $625 date, even though you ordered it on the 24th. So on the 24th, you were put in the queue with all of the other orders because that was a pre-launch item. So now we've started actually shipping those items out as of earlier, actually the beginning of this week, which that sale was last week. So you should at some point see a tracking number for your order this coming week because we're closed today and the holiday weekend. So we'll resume shipping next week. How you like that? It's pretty? Okay.
sat there and did that? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Super cute. It is actually very pretty. Because I told it, I said I wanted it to have candy and stuff. Because the theme of the launch next week is something sweet. Your hair is about to receive something sweet. So everything's centered around that. Something sweet, you know, candy, elite, the rhyming
You
thing.
give candy. You give cotton candy.
Good. You're welcome. All right, let's go over here. I swear I get more spam messages than anything else. It's so aggravating. Okay, Mama, let's go over to the bowl. That one. What's the other one? Moist Repair. Do I have pictures from Moist Repair? I thought I did. I would hope I did, child. All right, pros, let me rinse her out and then get her ready to dry. So we're gonna rinse her color. And how we rinse her color is, first we rinse the color out thoroughly with lukewarm water. Okay, you don't want to use hot water because color fades with hot water. So lukewarm, this is not her favorite part, y'all. So she gon' that's tough. It ain't gonna probably. Alright, and then what I'm gonna do is for her hairline, I usually just take my hand and just kind of rub the hairline just to make sure that I get any staining off the hairline. Okay, and then we'll rinse that off too. Okay, so now that we've rinsed the color, I'm gonna go ahead and add conditioner to her hair. So let's see which one I wanna use. I'm actually gonna use the Biotin Boost, which is our Bio Deep hair mask. I'm gonna use that as the conditioner. Okay, because remember, we did do a protein treatment and we do still need to rehydrate the hair. You can also tell when the hair will feel very rough because you haven't rehydrated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the Bio Deep Fortifying Mask. I'm putting that on top of her hair, okay? We're gonna let that rehydrate and soften the hair. She is relaxed. I'm gonna let that sit for just a moment. Oh, she already hung up. Let me grab a towel for her anyway. Okay, so with relaxed hair, you don't really need a ton of dryer time when we talk about the rehydration process. Now, if you are low porosity, you definitely need to go under the dryer for this part of the process. Okay, super important, especially if you're low porosity. Alright, pros, we're gonna go ahead and just quickly detangle using our wide tooth comb. And of course, when you detangle, start at the ends, work your way up. Okay, and then we're going to rinse her with cool water. Y'all can hear her. Come on back. You'll be okay. She already telling herself, oh my gosh. Look, if you could see her face on scrunched up, you wouldn't even believe it. So we're gonna get her prepped for the dryer. Now I'm actually gonna use the Mended Smooth and Seal leave-in conditioner. Okay, I'll rub that baby in, make sure you get it all over. And then because I know we're gonna be using heat, I'll be adding some Shield Heat and Humidity Protectant Spray. Heat protection is vital, okay? That's gonna seal the deal for you. And then she's gonna go and air dry for a few minutes, and then we'll blow her out the remainder of the way. I'm gonna take this one off. Oh, this is wet too. Hold on, I'm gonna get you a different towel. Okay. Okay. When will Hair Balm be back in stock? I'm ordering more products. Hair Balm is sold out, is it? If it's sold out, then it won't be back in stock until next week. This one. I'm finishing these pictures now. So much to do. Okay, now let's go back over here. What do you suggest for Shortcut Natural as daily wash and go treatment? Oh, you're short. Okay, so I would use the Hydra Strength Daily Moisture Cream. I had to think about it, like, wait, you're washing it every day, but you say you're short. So Hydra Plus Daily Moisture Cream, that's definitely a go-to. My hair isn't retaining length. I get it braided every 3 weeks, trimming every 6 weeks. Please help. So you say you're not retaining length, but you get it braided every 3 weeks. Why are you getting it braided? Are you doing like extension style braids every 3 weeks? Because if that's the case, normally you get length, but you have no density. And then you say you get a trim every 6 weeks. So how often have you silk pressed your hair? Have you actually stretched the hair out? You know, there's so many questions that I would have, which would require me to actually see your hair. But I think those basic questions would kind of give me a slightly an answer. You do cornrows, okay, every 3 weeks. And then you get a trim every 6 weeks. Why are you getting a trim every 6 weeks? You're not due for a trim at the 6 week mark. Trims are once every quarter. A quarter is 12 to 16 weeks. A trim every 6 weeks is a lot. Michelle, you said it's not working on Crystal Williams. Let me go check. Michelle, I'm fixing it. Give me 1 second. It should be working now, Michelle. Try it now. I bought your Jamaican spice and your body glaze and another biomask. Yay! I had breakage from my last braider. They have been slowly chopping off the breakage. Okay, so if you're slowly chopping off the breakage, more than likely you probably have a lot more than what you're thinking, and it's breaking or shedding all on its own. But even if they're chopping off the breakage, if you're gonna braid it into cornrows, then honestly you could have just done one really good cut and called it a day. But doing it over time ain't really gonna solve the problem if you're gonna continue the same pattern of cornrowing it, because you're gonna continue the split ends. They're gonna still go up the shaft. So me personally, if I know that you're gonna be cornrowing your hair or putting extension cornrows in your hair every 3 weeks, I would just recommend just do the cut then and there and just grow it out correctly. And then maintain it within your trim schedule. Oh, and by the way, pros, Rich Auntie is back in stock. I know a lot of you wanted to get your hands on the Rich Auntie 622, which is the body wash and the body gloss. They are back in stock. Both are back in stock. Did you have a chance to read my first text? No, I did not. I didn't, my dear. I'm so sorry. You can just copy and paste it though. I'll read it again. I have color in my hair for 14 years plus now is dry and fragile. What do you recommend? Dry and fragile. So Monica, I would say either the growth and density recovery system or actually growth and density recovery system or hydration and balance recovery system. Either or. Marguerite, again, we're still processing hair balm orders. It said on there the ship ETA is 6/25 right after. We have just began processing those orders this week, and then we are closed today and the weekend for the holiday, and then we will resume processing in the order that the orders came in. So anyone who ordered during sneak peek, those orders go out first, and then so on and so forth. But all of the orders are set to still be in processing. We started processing a lot of them. Some of you probably have already gotten your tracking numbers, that kind of thing, but we do go in line. So those orders did not start shipping until Monday, which was 6/25 or later, which is why the name of the product also stated ship ETA, and it says 6/25 for that reason. Yeah, girl. Yes, girl. But thank you so much for... Oh, I'm about to say, I thought he said we got in. Ciao. I almost got, I was looking at an email. I was about to get so excited. It just pissed me off. Monica, we don't have a 50% off sale, so all of our Elite Hair Care products and Miss Crystal Williams products are 40% off. Purchases $50 or more, and that ends this Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Thank you. You guys want to see my nails up close? That's what they look like up close. And like this one is kind of like raised. She says it looks like rose quartz. I say it looks like it's like galactic. This looks galactic to me, but you know, what do I know? But I love the way, and it's cat eye polish and metallic polish. So I got it in this color because, you know, Elite Hair Care brand, our brand colors are pinks, golds, blacks, and white. So I wanted these for the launch, the in-store launch is next Saturday. So I definitely wanted my nails to be, you know, yeah. My family group chat is driving me nuts. How you guys like this picture? Let me turn it around. How you like this? You act like you just so blind, child. Here. You like it? It's okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, let me ask the pros. How do you guys like this banner design? It's good? Yes, I did. Okay, everybody like it? All right, good. Oh my gosh, my family group chat is driving me berserk. I'm about to mute it. Like 105 messages. Like, for real, y'all. I know what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Mute for a few hours until they're done talking. I wanted to ask a question about yesterday's video. Was that lady's hair pixie cut or was that just short? No, she has a pixie cut in the back and then the rest was a weave. Pixie cut. I mean, you could call it a shortcut, a pixie cut. Same family. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, so these two are the two that I'm gonna use. My hair is growing more since I've been using your products and I don't use anything else. Thank you. I so appreciate all the love, you guys. There's a girl, I had a screenshot a tutorial that she did and I think I still want to look at it. You know what the next thing I want to learn to do? Balloon columns. Because I'd be damned if I'm going to pay somebody $100 for you to give me some balloons. Like, I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I'm sorry. I don't understand it. Call it what you want. Why am I paying $120 for a balloon column? Air from a machine is free. Nah, I get it. You know. I don't know, boy. Mickey. I don't know. I'm gonna learn how to do it though, as I always do. I always end up learning how to do stuff on my own for that reason. That was pretty. Thank you, Nicole. What's the difference between a semi and demi-permanent? A semi-permanent color is deposit only. A demi-permanent color slightly lifts the cuticle. Sorry, I could not think. It slightly lifts the cuticle. All right, let me get the iron ready. Is one better than the other? It depends. Sometimes the texture of the hair can't really support semi-permanent, meaning it doesn't really color the hair well enough. That's usually when we determine to not use semi-permanent colors. But again, it depends on the hair itself. All right, pros. So let's go ahead and get her. All right, mama, chin down for me. Okay, pros, so we're gonna add some frizz serum from the new and improved Mended collection to her hair. Remember, this is gonna add a lot of sheen to the hair. Mainly, it's a great heat protectant and also that glossy look that we want. You want it curly or just like bump? Okay.
Fly in action.
Hmm?
I love fly in action.
Gotcha. All right, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of hairspray just to kind of help seal the cuticle as I style her. So a lot of you always ask why I use 450. I just showed you the reason why I use 450, okay? You see how many times I had to pass through the hair just to get the hair to do what I wanted it to do? This is the reason why I use 450, because that'll allow me to do no more than 2 passes if necessary. So the first pass is gonna be to seal or silk. The second pass is gonna be to seal. But I don't have to do 3, 4 passes to get that result. I'm gonna switch irons here. I'm switching irons real quick, you guys. I'm gonna actually switch to the ceramic. I think it is gonna give her a better curl. Chin down from the mic. And then these that I've already done, I'm just gonna pin curl them. I like to pin curl. I feel like it gives the hair such a better shape. You see how I kind of got a better curl? That's sometimes the reason why I'll switch irons. And I know people are like, oh, well, you know, it really just depends. Yeah, it does depend. You know, not every client I'll use a titanium iron. Not every client I'll use a ceramic iron. It just really depends on the client's texture. you guys see how I'm curling and pinning? This is gonna give her a lot of shape, a lot of density, that appearance of density, even though, yes, she's somewhat fine textured. That is how you give the hair that illusion of density. This is also how you can get your curls to look very like full, give your hair a good shape. You want your curls to kind of last. This is the easiest way to do that. Yes, they definitely are going to be bouncy.